ready to get this one started. And we are up stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? But they feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Prescott on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him for a loss of 5. Prescott now from the 50. This is caught by Hurns. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. Right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
On second down, here's Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An Eagle first down. Wentz to Ertz. Wentz now on first down. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Ajayi. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They run again with Ajayi. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. Look at the spin. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. Shorty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, and then taken down right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott yet again. And he's got it to Hearns. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hearns, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Broken tackle. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
We'll see how they attack him here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He's able to find Wallace. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Wins to throw again. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came up with a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a stoppage here, a timeout. Third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing now is Wentz. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some
lead. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He may try and run for this. And down he'll go at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. They put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Wentz gonna throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, Wentz again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back now in Arlington.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
82.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now Dallas gets set to take out of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
46. Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We're going to 54. Why?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And some space here. Gets by him at the 25. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now it's Watson, the bootleg. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Richmond.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's at the 40.
Come back. Blue lady. Come back.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hopkins for the grab over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Richmond.
Again, it's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Watson looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Covington in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Fights him off. Dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It's coming now. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are in for 6. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Sliding into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. The hookup on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Prescott on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
46.
On second down, Prescott again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Watson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook look up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Down! Black 22! Black 22! Richmond, Richmond! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! Tiger, 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 Tiger!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Reset, reset, reset! Richmond, Richmond!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And an out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on third, Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? They are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Prescott looks to throw on first. Well, it's a shovel pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Let's go, get out, get out.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now Prescott being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Black 99 Philly. Black 22. Black 22.
On second down, here's Watson. Brings it in over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A first down carry now for Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Black 22. Black 22. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Black 99 Philly.
Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 80. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tighten up.
Watson looks to throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Richmond, Richmond. Down. Black 22.
Throwing now, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. fire another one into the end zone.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy because of a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Covington in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us. But when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're...
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blesses me.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. Ice. Swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Gang. Put that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. Don't want no. They pull up with that. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And not the clean start that we had envisioned. You thought this would be a pretty crisp game, but a turnover for a turnover.
Yeah, so much for scripting. Because if teams are doing that, things aren't going according to plan. Maybe it's a case of nerves. Maybe it's a case of, too much energy right now. Let's see if both teams can get settled in and start to play good ball.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's where you got to know to just throw it away and punt the football. It's hard to do because giving up on plays is not in these guys' DNA. But here, he's out of the pocket and tries to force one, and now it's going the other way.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Awesome. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Go to 54. Line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's a give to Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Richmond.
Watson on 3rd down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here you go. Get down, get up.
Play action now. Prescott steps away. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A give to Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Prescott on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The give is to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the red zone now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And now here come the Cowboys. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A give to Elliott going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Reset.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Watson down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On the counter, it's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green the line. Target.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Prescott now. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he. By the morning, I had a sense by the morning. I got on a meat on the